Here's a feature on the Beta. There's not really much to talk about this thing because I haven't really done much to the car, but I'm in the process of building this car. You guys stay tuned because I'm going to start modding this car real soon. We're talking about as soon as I get my next phone, um, I'm going to start modding it and documenting it and posting that stuff on the YouTube channel. But this right here is a 1996 SC300. I got this thing for like super cheap. I picked it up in Long Beach during the time that I was working on the RX-7, doing the engine harness. I was originally going to park this car out, but the car drove well, the air conditioner worked, so I figured I used it around to, just get around. It's a beater. But once the FC burned down on me, this was my main car now. And I was like, damn, dude, I was never expected to, keep a car like this. I never anticipated getting an SC300. But you know what? This car is not a bad platform because suspension wise, it has the exact same suspension as a MK4 Supra. And the benefits of that, well, hey, we'll get into that pretty soon. This car right here, for one, I did the upgraded front bumper. This front bumper is from the 97 to 2001 model. I put a front lip on here. It's an eBay front lip. And I blacked out the emblem and the grille. These rims right here are ESRs. I believe the ESR SR05s. They're 18 by 9.5 in the front, and in the rear, they're 18 by 10.5. I got these wheels because I had these wheels on here, but then I got into a little crash when I was, swinging it through some corners. So I had to pick up these wheels right here. This rear wheel I picked up in Bakersfield. And if you notice, the rear wheel, this one has black rivets, which I like. And I had to pick up a brand new pair from ESR for the fronts, and then they have the chrome rivets, which I hate. I think it's tacky. So I'm gonna do something where I'm probably gonna pull these out and glue in some black rivets because these rivets, they're not real rivets, they're just in there with glue. So you just gotta heat it up and pull them out. I got the windows tinted, certified G-Speed. I have this sticker right here, OG Westside Racers. I'm very honored to be rocking this sticker because they're made by a guy named Paul, and he's part of this crew called Team Prototype, which is one of the original import street racing crews that came out of the Valley in the 90s. And I'm gonna do a whole segment on them in the future because you guys have to catch up on history like this, man. The reason why you guys even turbocharge your Hondas is because of guys like that. Moving to the back, the taillights, what I did is I pulled them apart, and I guess these are called like candy cane taillights. So you pull them apart, you take out the reflectors, and I think they look dope, They should have just came in like this, like instead of with the orange reflectors, it should have just came out like this. As far as suspension goes, in the rears, they have BC coilovers. I got them used. And in the front, I got Max speeding rods, AKA Max tweaker rods, the Max tweaker coilovers. When I got this car, the whole point was to not spend too much money on it, So I got the cheapest of the cheapest. Everything was used. The fucking BC coilovers were used. The Max speeding rods were the Max tweakers, they were used. So originally, all 4 coilovers were Max tweakers, and I bought them on Facebook for like $200 or something like that. They were used, and after maybe 2 months or something, like I heard a dunk, dunk, bunk, bunk, in the rear, and then it's like it's you hear it hitting. So I looked in the back, and it turns out the rubber bushings on the Max tweakers went out on it. So I wouldn't recommend Max tweakers for longevity or even any serious racing. But if you're just trying to get around town, yeah, they're cool for that. They're gonna wear out on you though. cheap material, not recommended. What else? It's really not too much to this car. So when I first got this car, I had to do some, proper maintenance to it. Like I did the fuel injectors, I replaced the damn fuel pressure regulator, fuel filter, what else? Air filter. Let's get into that, man. Let's pop open the hood. Let's take a look in the inside. Another thing is, if you notice, I gutted it all out. Why? Because the door panels are notoriously flimsy on these cars. Like they just fall apart on you. And I never wanted to keep a clean car. Let me take this thing out. Give me the key out. I never wanted to have a super clean car with this one because it's a beater. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never gonna spend like, oh, there's a freaking rare SC300. It's a Japan. It's known as a SOAR. Like, oh, it's a SOAR. There's a rare SOAR part. I'll never put anything fancy on a car like that. The only thing that I'm gonna put money in is the performance stuff, and you're gonna see what I'm gonna do because the goal for this car is to be a highway car. Anyways, so everything, the door panels, I'm not even gonna replace the door panels. It's always gonna look dirty on the inside. The dash has like cracks on there. This steering wheel I got a long time ago. This steering wheel was given to me by a guy named Kaz. He was this one straight from Japan, this Japanese dude that came to my first location, and he was all into 16 valve 190E Mercedes. Like that's the only car he was even interested in having. If you guys know anything about the 190E Cosworth 16 valve, the engine was made by Cosworth and it had a dog box transmission. And the dude loved Pimp C, he loved T.I., he loved listening to Gucci Mane. It was kind of a trip. And he actually gave me an FB RX-7 at one point with the Mariah Mode wide body kit, but he eventually took that back. So he gave me this steering wheel, and I had this for a minute and I just put it on there because I had it. And, I put the quick release on there. And then this seat right here, I got brand new. Through like Facebook Marketplace. I paid like $80 for this seat. And then this harness right here, I got through Facebook Marketplace also. I paid like $40 for it, maybe less than that. See, look at this. You know what I'm saying? What the heck, man? Someone stitched in some black leather on top of it. I mean, yeah, and I gutted out the rear seats, man. Let me get the flash on. Get the flash. Never mind. The thing is, you can kind of see it right here. It's gutted out. I took out the rear seats. And I put a cheap sound system in here. I put these Alpine Type S front speakers and got these speaker mount plates. I got a Boss head unit, which I bought for like $60 online. And I put a subwoofer in the rear, right where the factory location is at. I bought that subwoofer for like $40 on OfferUp. And this is a special edition. This one right here is the Pimp Edition. Rare model, very few released. No, I'm joking. My homie gave me these and then he wanted me to put on the car. So, I got love for the homie, so I put it right there. The Broadway mirror. Shit. Let's pop open the hood. Right. Okay. And it's an automatic transmission, which I'm gonna change over. I'm gonna put a CD09 transmission in this car. And this car is gonna do a manual swap. And I'm also replacing the whole suspension. I'm doing upgrades to the brake. And you guys are gonna see all that. One of the things is also I replaced these hood shocks. The engine is all stock, right? This thing has 302,000 miles on it. The first thing that I did was the battery was it had like a big old gash on it. So I had to replace the battery. I don't know if you guys are watching my stories, but this car caught air and then the radiator cracked. So it's got a new radiator on there, new radiator fan. I changed out the air filter. What else did I do as far as maintenance goes? The intake manifold gasket right over here. I did the spark plugs. I replaced the TPS. I replaced the water temp sensors. I put new O2 sensors on here. What else? I think that's about it. Oh yeah, new power steering pump. Well, used power steering pump. I got it at the junkyard. You know, new cap and rotors, spark plug wires, valve cover gasket. You know, just basic like maintenance stuff, right? As soon as you get a car, that's stuff you should be doing anyways. A PCV valve, change out the spark plugs. You know what I mean? Change out the air filter, and I guess that's about it. Yeah, if you guys also, oh yeah, it's got new fuel injectors in there, and the fuel injectors are all from like eBay. You know, like I said, I'm not trying to like put expensive stuff on this car. And it's been trucking, man. This car I took to Vegas, took it back. This thing hit 140 miles an hour coming back from Vegas. I'll put that at the end of this clip. And I slide around with it from time to time. I'm not building this car to be a drift car though, so you guys like get that out of your heads. You know, just because you see me sliding around in the car, you guys think I'm trying to be a drifter with this car? No, 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 no. I'm not trying to be a drifter. This car is going to be built for highway, and you guys are going to see exactly that this year. I'll show you the trunk. There's some little minor stuff with this car, like the inside trunk latch doesn't work. So I'll have to open it up from the outside. You know, I got this sweet ass earthquake amplifier from this dude in Compton, man. That guy hooked it up. This is a dope ass amplifier. And that's about it. The trunk really doesn't have, look, it's a factory CD changer, man. If you guys remember what CDs are. I need to change out the trunk shocks on this too. Oh yeah, this one has an exhaust system on here. This one has a power flow Flowmaster. Yeah, a Flowmaster muffler. And then I got the pipes done at this exhaust shop in Compton. They hooked it up, gave me a really good price. Let's hear it. Let me go ahead and rev it up for you guys. 302,000 miles, man. I'm really pleased by the way the exhaust sounds. I mean, I love the way that fucking straight six sounds. No, exterior, I'm gonna do some more exterior mods. You know, I'm gonna probably put side skirts on here, and I'm gonna do some fabrication work as far as aerodynamics go. Things that have never been done to cars ever on the streets. You guys are gonna see that. And I'm gonna do things with this car that's never been done on the streets. So I'm glad you guys, if you guys watched the full video, wow, thank you. Any of you guys that liked and subscribed this video, fuck, man, I love you. All my strongest supporters out there, man, you guys are real, dude. Hopefully this channel grows, and the more I grow, the more I'm gonna put out better shit, right? And I want to do something special for you guys too, man. Only for the people that really supported me, man. I'm gonna, you know, I got plans, let's just say. So this is my first feature. It's a feature on the Beta, and that's it. And it's gonna be some more stuff going on with this car, man. You guys are gonna see its build up. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Peace. Have a good night.